All right, guys, the time has finally come. NLBN has released, well, I shouldn't say released, but a prototype is in the works. I'm holding it in my hands. This is the 3-inch NLBN Paddletail. It's a prototype, so these guys are not out yet. They will be out at the end of the year, or close to the end of the year, and sometime then. But I am not 100% sure when they'll come out, so don't ask me. I just have a couple, and I'm gonna use them today. We're gonna put them to the test. For a long time, NLBN has made the little mullet, which you guys have seen in plenty of my videos. And they also make a 5-inch paddle tail, which is this exact thing, just upscaled to 5-inch. I'll actually show you guys what it is because I have one right behind me. So this right here is the 5-inch, and then for comparison, the 3-inch. So a lot smaller profile, smaller jig head. This little jig head right here is a 1/4 ounce. They're gonna come in a few different sizes, like I think an 1/8 ounce all the way up to 1 ounce that fits this size jig head, but don't quote me on that. These are prototypes, so it could be different when they come out. So we are gonna throw this guy today. I am really excited. NLBN is coming out with a few new baits. One, besides that 3-inch, is this guy. I'll use this sometime soon. This is the big mullet. You guys have seen for a long time me throw the little mullet, which is this guy. See if you guys see in comparison. This is the little mullet I'm always using. This is the big mullet. Much, much bigger bait. But today is all about the 3-inch. And the way this works, it's exactly like this one. Like I said, there's a screw lock in the middle. I think I have this color with me right here as well. You guys might be able to see inside there is a screw lock that holds these baits in. This is like a translucent clear glass minnow color, so you can actually see through it. So you guys should be able to see that screw lock. If I rig another one up today, I'll show you guys how to rig it. I'll give you guys some tips. But jig head, screw lock, holds on the paddle tail, and this guy is not gonna come off. So once it's on pretty good. And 1/4 ounce jig head, 3-inch NLBN paddle tail. We're gonna put it to the test today. I'm gonna let you guys know my thoughts at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. And just looking for redfish, trout, snook, tarpon, maybe a black drum. Could be a lot of different fish today, jacks, anything that'll bite this thing. I really just wanna put it to the test and see how it throws, see how it skips, do a bunch of different things. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see my thoughts. Let's get fishing. All right, guys, so I'm tying up right now, and I do have 4 different colors with me today. I've got a few more different colors in my backpack, but these are the 4 I rigged up here. You guys can see that, okay. On the left, there's like a light blue color, blue back, gray belly. To the right of that, like a gray with some blue speckles in there. And then right here, I really like this one. This is like a sandy cream color. This is very neat with gold speckles. And then this one, it's probably my second favorite, is this glass minnow, it's like a crystal clear. I think this is called natural ice, the color. Maybe it's a little bit different. I know in one of my little mullet videos I used this color, obviously in a little mullet, but I think the right color for today's water quality and what we're fishing for is this gray color. It is starting to be, we're in the fall, there's a lot of mullet around. We're gonna use this kind of mullet, hazy gray color. And we'll save these colors maybe for later in the day, or different water quality, or maybe just another day altogether. So I'm gonna put these to the side, and I'm gonna tie up my gray one here. I'm tying this guy up on 30-pound mono leader, usually for any kind of lure reviews or anything like that. I usually use 30. I'm not gonna consider today's video a full-on lure review. This is more of like an unveiling first looks. But yeah, tie that guy up on our 3,000 pen clash, and we're gonna get to throwing. I just missed something real nice. Oh, I spooked something under there. Oh, here's a redfish right here, a couple. There we go. There it is. Finally. All right. I've been looking at redfish all over the place. They're just being a little bit on the quiet side today. Real shallow water. Water's a little bit cooler. And I got one to eat right there. That was perfect. Oh, this is, I believe, the first ever redfish caught on a 3-inch NLBN. Could be wrong, but we did it. We did it. Fish number 1 of the day. Always the hardest to knock out, as you guys know. We got him. All right, pretty first redfish of the day. I've been seeing these guys around quite a bit. Just haven't got one to pull the trigger yet. That was the first one. He beeline straight for it. So he saw it from probably 5-6 feet away and just 100 miles an hour at it and ate it. So that is first fish of the day, blue tail. Hopefully you guys can see that there. And that 3-inch NLBN right in the mouth. I was saying this is probably the first redfish ever caught on a little 3-incher, but maybe the guys at NLBN have caught one before. Who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy back in the water and get that release. Pop that guy out. And like always, quick release. Adios, buddy. See ya. All right, let's see how the NLBN is after that first fish. Not scraped up at all. Still looks just like I rigged it this morning. Now, the good thing about those that twist lock that's in there holding this on is they don't pull it up and it doesn't break as easily because it doesn't have much movement to it. It's really just any fish and their teeth against the soft plastic, which is decently durable. Now, make our way back up to the front here. We are on the Gheenoe today. I really haven't mentioned it. Obviously, I am on the Gheenoe. I do try my best to just bounce back and forth between the Gheenoe and then my Tarpon Boatworks Tarpon Bay 19. And just keep it fresh, keep switching it up, doing whatever I feel like doing. But we're gonna be on the Gheenoe, probably this video and maybe the next 2 or 3, or I don't know, maybe we'll be on the tarpon next video. I kind of switched up a lot, and also oh, I feel like I just threw into a fish's mouth, or I hit a fish on the head. It kind of just depends on the weather too. If the weather's a little bit rougher, I'll take the big boat out. If it's calm, nice like it is today, dead glass, I'll take this guy out and sit in some shallower water and do some shallow water fishing. Oh, I think that was a little tiny snook that just chased out and whacked it, but he missed it. Oh, yep, on it again. Yeah, it's like a 10-inch snook. I do like the way this thing skips. It does a very good job. I am using a 1/4 ounce jig head, so sometimes, depending on the weight jig head, baits skip easier, or maybe they skip worse. With 1/4 ounce on this guy, it's skipping pretty well. Oh, I see a big snook floating underneath this dock right here. I can see him from here. I'm gonna try to skip it to his left and pull it out, get him to eat. I'm gonna tighten up the drag just a little bit. I want to skip it to his left. Got it. Perfect. That's a nice one. That worked out perfectly. Perfect cast on him too. Stay with me. Stay with me. That's called sight fishing right there. That was cool. That was very cool. There's actually a bigger one about 6 feet short of him. I think if I had seen the bigger one first, I think I might have thrown it at the bigger one, but I saw him kind of mid-cast. Nice fish. He's barely hooked. I gotta hold him good. Woo! I guess he wasn't barely hooked. He was hooked pretty good. Check that out. Nice snook. All right, first snook of the day. He isn't giant, but he's probably 26, maybe 27. He's probably just under the slot. Now it is snook season right now, and I usually don't keep any snook out of the river, but it doesn't even matter. This guy's not slot anyway to keep. He's probably just under it. Got that 3-inch right in the corner of his mouth there. I thought he was barely hooked, but looked like I did hook him pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and put this guy back in the water real quick. Keep fishing. That's 2 of our 3 slam, or our slam fish, should I say. We need a trout. We're gonna put this guy back. All right, pop that out of his lips there. That was actually so crazy because he ate it right as it touched the water. I saw him skip the lure past him, and really before I could even move it, he was on. So he was on that. He must have seen it as it was skipping across the surface, really. No way he ate it that fast, because I was on like the second it touched the water, and there he goes. That's what I'm talking about. Whacking him, whacking him, whacking him, whacking him. Just need to find me a trout, maybe a bigger snook, maybe a bigger red. Check on this leader and the lure. Lure looks fine. Leader's a tiny bit frayed. When I say tiny, tiny, tiny bit. So what I'm gonna do is just cut right above where it's frayed and then retie to ensure that this doesn't break on a fish later in the day. There's something. Oh, that has to be the smallest snook I've ever caught. Oh, just kidding, I didn't actually catch him. That's a nice snook. Oh, that was awesome. I saw him laid up under... Whoa, no! Pull back on him. Oh. That was probably about the same size as the one earlier. He was sitting right up under that tree, laid up. Landed it about 3 feet behind him, pulled it past me, and hailed it. And I think I hooked him deep there, and then when he shook his head up in the air, opened his mouth, it came out. Look how frayed that is. All the way up like 4 or 5 inches there. Frayed. Ah, darn. The jump. Jump got me. Oh. So what I'll do is, again, just retie right above that fray, about right there. Retie. That was a good fish. Just beat me. Alright, well, something with teeth just bit off the tail here, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out this Paddletail, and I'm going to show you guys how I rig these guys up with a new one. Pull the old one off. This is kind of like a smoked mullet color, kind of like the darker NLBN low mullet. But we're gonna go ahead and rig this guy up just like that. Poke it through like middle of the way through the back, just like that, and then take it and push it all the way up until you get to those little spiral. And we're gonna twist it. Put the tail under the hook shank just like that. Twist it again. Put the tail under the hook shank. Be careful not to cut the bait on the sharp hook point, but twist it, and it should be about one more time, and we're going to be right locked up against the front of the jig head. And I'll go one more time. One more twist. One more twist just like that, and now we should be pretty good. It's pretty solid. Solid rigging job. Just like that. Alright. Little snook right here in the shadow line. Oh, turned off it. There's a snook. Hit that one good. There he is. He's sitting back in that dock through the shadow line. Got an eat. Stay with me. No throwing the hook. I gotta work on just kind of keeping my tip down, keeping the rod tip down, and to avoid them throwing hooks when they jump. This hook is pretty good. Not a giant. Looks like maybe about a 20-incher. Just like that, right there. Oh! Pretty bright yellow snook. Pretty one. Let's put it on the ruler. Oh, I guess 20. Usually I think my guesses on fish size are pretty good, so we'll lay them right here on the Castaway Customs ruler. Base on 0 all the way to 22. I guess I was off, but underestimated him. Alright, lay him back in the water here. That's a perfect hook set. That's right where you want to hook a snook, is right in the top lip. Drop him back in the water. Very, very, very nice fish. Whoa! You swim away. Swim that way. Not back into the boat. There he goes. What I'm talking about. Fish number 3 of the day. That was on that darker color. I want to call this smoked mullet. It's like a dark black color, but I don't know if it's quite smoked mullet. It doesn't really have any sparkles in it. I think smoked mullet usually has some silver to it. This is kind of just a dark black color. I wish I knew the names of these colors, because they do have some really cool names. But I'm just going to call that one, well, I guess I'll just call it smoked mullet. It looks close enough. Yeah, he came right into that shadow line and thumped it. Was pulling it through the sun, and then the second it hit that shadow line thump. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a nice snook. Thumped that good. Stuck under his gill plate though. Get out of there, got him. Whew. That's what I'm talking about. I know I got thumped hard, and then I tried to keep reeling, and I was like, oh, nope, fish is on there. There we go. That's a good one. Dang. It's a good splash. That one might be the biggest of the day. He is decent. That is a decent fish right there. Probably 23, 24. That was sick. I was just reeling along the trees and then thump. And I was like, did I feel a thump? And then I reeled about 3 more feet and the line got tight. I was like, yep, fish did in fact thump it. He's actually hooked from the outside of the mouth there. I don't know how in the world that happens. I think it's like the hook poked him in through that way, which is very odd. I don't know how that happens. I see that every now and then. But fish number 4. Nice one. Nice one. I think it's fish number 4. 3 snook and a redfish. Spin him off. Nice. Oh, all right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it for the day. But we're going to talk about the this guy. We're gonna talk about this for just a minute. I'm gonna tell you guys my thoughts. But yeah, it just got a little bit warm out here. I'm not seeing as many fish. The water got a little bit dark, a little bit windier. I don't think I'm gonna get another fish for the rest of the day. So, but yeah, let's talk about this guy. Once again, 3-inch NLBN paddle tail. Important thing about this is it's 3-inch total, like from the back of the paddle tail to the the head. So the bait is just a little bit under 3 inches, the actual soft plastic part. Jig head makes it right at about 3 inches. And it is a solid bait. This thing is going to be very popular, I can assure you. The one thing I really liked about it today is it skips so well, and I didn't have to constantly readjust the paddle tail the whole time. A lot of times with paddle tails, you'll be casting them on like a regular jig head, and they'll be slipping down, they'll hit a tree, and it'll get messed up. This thing stayed right where it was the whole time. Whether you caught fish, whether I was skipping it, whether I was hitting trees and getting stuck, like paddle tail stayed right on the jig head. That's one thing I liked the most about it. But other than that, it caught fish, and that's important. Very, very nice little package here for an inshore setup. NLBN, they're going to sell a lot of these. These are going to be very popular. I'm really excited for you guys to be able to use them. They will be out in the end of the year. I'm not exactly sure what day or what month, but I'm assuming December, maybe January, beginning of the new year, something like that. So I think that is about it. We knocked out a couple nice fish today, and that's all I set out to do. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the red subscribe button. It is totally free to subscribe. Apparently not everyone knows that. It is free to subscribe. Totally free. All it's going to do is basically give you like a notification when I upload and keep you more up to date on my videos. So I think that is about it. Check out NLBN on Instagram and follow my Instagram as well. And yeah, I think that is it. See you guys in that next video.